Well, howdy, y'all. This is Michael with F&M Dickey Lawn Service. What you're looking at here is our strawberry bed. It's kind of growed out of control. We really ain't got to do anything with it this year. Whenever I say strawberries, yeah, you see elephant ears there. Our elephant ears is starting to take over this bed, but what I'm talking about is North Carolina pineberry strawberries. Uh, we've got some planted in here. They've been doing pretty good, but it's just out of control now. So we are going to clean it up and I'll show you what it looks like after we're done. Of course, we're going to keep our elephant ears. We later on down the line, we're going to thin them down in this bed. We kind of thinned a little bit down in this bed earlier this year by taking a few offshoots and taking them up to the gas station, Littlefields gas station there at Quail Valley, and planting them in pots there. So it can kind of reduce the amount we got in here. They're spreading pretty good. On the other side of that bed, you see that looks like Johnson grass. That's not Johnson grass. That is water lily irises. We had a small batch gave to us so many years ago. We planted them in the bottom of this ditch, and they are just going crazy. If anybody has the need for any water lily irises, these yellow and curly when they bloom out, um, just give me a shout because we got plenty. They're good for around koi ponds and stuff like that. So just give me a shout if anybody wants any. We're gonna clean this bed up and show you what it looks like when we're done. I'm Michael with F&M Dickey Lawn Service, and we appreciate your time and watching. Thank you. As you can tell, we're actually cleaning up the outside of the bed first, and as we are doing this, we are taking whatever we pull out or cut out, and we're piling it right over here. Deal is, anything you pull out or cut out would also be considered as compost. It'll die back, gut down, and everything, the stuff that you pull out will die down and create better soil. In this case, we're just going to let it just compost down right there, because this here area here actually needs to have some compost in it. But that's what we're doing. Anytime you weed out a flower bed, just taking fix you up a pile of whatever you pulling out or weeding out, and you know, that pile will serve as a compost pile. When you're doing a job like this, if you have elephant ears and you got some of the leaves turn brown dying, just go ahead and cut them back, which is what we are working on also. We're working on cleaning this bed up and cutting the elephant ears back, the dead off the elephant ears. As you can tell, we're still pushing all the weeds and stuff back, getting them out of here. And one thing I will take and let everybody know, anytime you're doing a job like this, always make sure you got a pair of gloves, because when one gets this far out of control, you're going to have stickers and everything else in there. Another thing, as far out of control as it's gotten, I've decided to eliminate my Carolina pine berries. I never actually seen any pine berries on them anyway. They just been growing here, and that's all they've been doing. So I've decided to eliminate the Carolina pine berry strawberry, and I'll probably as good as these elephant ears have done in this bed, I'm actually thinking about maybe trying some cannas along with them in this bed. That's what I'm thinking about trying. I know I've got one small batch of daylilies in there. I'm going to keep the daylily in there. Of course, as I mentioned before, I've got water lily irises in the ditch behind this bed. Looks like some of them is starting to drape over into the bed. I'll be keeping them kind of pushed back, but yeah, I'm actually leaning toward putting cannas in this bed because with the cannas, the water lily irises, and the elephant ears here, I think it'll look pretty nice if I do it that way instead of just utilizing it for strawberries. Like I said, I never seen no strawberries out of it anyway, so I'm just going to eliminate the strawberries and go from there. We'll see what it ends up looking like. But anytime you do a job like this, make sure you have a pair of gloves on. And there you go. That's what it looks like, all cleaned up. You got it all cleaned up, and like I say, I'm actually thinking about maybe trying to put some cannas on this end, maybe with them elephant ears doing so good. I'm actually thinking about cannas on this end. See what'll happen with that. You can now see what the water lily irises on the other side look like. They ain't bloomed out right now. They bloomed out during the first part of the summer, and uh, you know they do get pretty tall. They do spread out pretty fast. But if anybody decides they need any water lily irises for around a koi pond or something, give me a shout. I got plenty. Again, my name is Michael with F&M Dickey Lawn Service, and we appreciate y'all joining in with us. Thank you.